know what the fuck to expect. I had a friend that had been through the system, and I contacted him. I did not know him directly.
Yeah, and this is in the 80s, too,
This isn't with him, yeah.
With you getting locked up in the 80s.
When I got locked up, I got in trouble. It was 30 years ago on Saturday.
Wow.
I was still on the street now. I didn't turn myself in to the 21st. I committed the crime on the 18th, but they were on a Boulder manhunt.
The 18th was a Tuesday.
The 18th was a Tuesday. It really was. And I hit Wednesday, Thursday, and I finally came down the hill Friday morning, and I turned myself in. I did a month in county, and that was like nothing. That was nothing. That was just getting my head together, thinking about things. And I went home.
That can't be nothing.
Nothing.
It is nothing.
At that time.
You're talking about like you checked into the Holiday Inn for a month.
Holiday Inn for the month.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
My own cell, cable TV, carpeting, cigarettes. You rolled your own cigarettes.
Yeah. Old friends.
Old friends. No. I made a bunch of friends in there.
New friends.
People I had read about in the paper. Like crimes I had read about in the paper.
They were there?
They were all in there.
Oh, fuck.
The first guy I met was this dude that was snorting coke and got so paranoid he thought he heard somebody kicking down his door. So he jumped off his balcony and he broke both legs. As soon as I walked into the cell, I saw this dude with 2 broken casts and I knew it was him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh shit, I read about that fucking dude in the paper.
That story's 3 months old, D.
Oh my God.
There was it was like, and then I stayed in there for like 4 days. Then you do an evaluation. If you had a job at the time and going to school, they put you in. This was when Boulder County Jail was completely different.
Like, what do you mean by different? It was like...
It was you wore your own clothes.
Oh, okay, I got you now.
Okay? Breakfast was legit, lunch was legit, and dinner was legit. If you got to the top tier, you didn't have to be a trustee. You could stay up till 2.
Okay.
And watch TV. Then there were trustees. I could never be a trustee because I got arrested for a violent crime.
Yeah.
So the worst I could go up to was level red, which was cable TV, your own cell, fucking gym all day.
Yeah, they're not going to give you responsibility like that.
No. So I got there. It took me about 7 days to get to level red. And listen to me. 30 years later, the jailer's name was Ron. And I don't know what it was about this dude. We started talking and we headed off. And he goes, listen, anytime you need to use the phone, just let me know. Didn't cost me a dime.
Oh, wow.
I remember on Thanksgiving Day, I was locked up and I called everybody who I knew and said, listen, I'm locked up. I'm sorry I let you down, you know.
Yeah.
And I sat in there from the 21st of December, November, to like the 18th of December, bro. It was brutal.
Yeah, you remembered everybody's number. It came to life in your head, huh?
Oh my God! I met a dude in there that I had read about. That this is one of the weirdest things. He was in his car with his kid and his wife, and he was high on drugs, and he flipped a Jeep over, and his kid died and the wife died, and he ran away.
Fuck.
And when they grabbed him, they found out he was looking for murder for the last 8 years in Florida, where he killed 4 people in a DUI.
Oh.
Like, I just met these people in county jail that were fucking nuts. I met this family called the Markleys. They were white trash. Look at me. I love white people. These people were white trash.
I know what you mean, dog.
Good-hearted white people.
But trash.
What they did was they started a landscaping company. Father and son. Okay? Father and son landscaping company. They're fucking rocking. They're running along the Markleys. The son has a wife. She's pregnant. They have kids. The whole thing. One day they get a bright idea to start selling coke in Walmart. George, they went from 0 to 60. You know how it is, player.
Yeah.
You seen it? I seen it.
Yeah, when it stacks, you
Lee,
go.
Lee, I've seen people like you one day go, Joey, I'm going to start getting an ounce a week from this Mexican dude from the cartel. He's giving it to me for $600, I'm selling for $16,000 if you know anybody. And next thing you know, 8 weeks later, I'll see you with a brand new car.
Yeah, Jaguar.
With an $8 shirt telling me that you bought a condo in Sherman Oaks. And I'm like, what? And then a year later, I'll see you. And you're really ripped. Like, you're ripping with fucking dough. And now you're really ripped. Like, you got 3 guys that you're delivering fucking quarter pounds to once a week. Like, you're not that fucking dude no more. You don't even talk to people on the street. You're just the guy that meets a Mexican guy once a week and he gives you a bag with a pound of blow. You take it to your girlfriend's house, not Paula's. Paula's the woman you live with.
Yeah.
You got that girl, like in Goodfellas, that coked up chick that you pay for her apartment and you just go over there.
Clawing on your body as you walk in.
Yeah.
She can weigh it with an eyeball.
You don't even give a fuck. She sucks your pole.
Okay.
You weigh your coke. You live her a coke rock. You give her $300 bills for the rent. She ain't leaving nowhere to eat. That bitch hasn't eaten in a week. She has a yogurt with a spoon in it in the refrigerator. She takes a sip out of it once a day. It's fucking hysterical. And you know what? And I can tell you this and we giggle, but I've seen it.
No, I feel you.
I fucking
I've
seen
lived it.
And these guys, next thing you know, they went from selling grams to selling
QPs, balls.
QPs. And bro, they had Longmont controlled, right? So they started.
This is an average family, right?
This is an average fucking American family.
What about stress? Do you guys not have stress?
Listen to me. Forget fucking stress is for pussies.
Yeah. When you see your money add up, the stress goes away.
When you look in your fucking suitcase under your bed, and there's 800,000 cash that you made the last year, and you haven't spent a dime. You haven't said a word to Paula.
Yeah, but what if you go to jail for 20 years?
You're not gonna go. You're not gonna go. Listen to me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go to jail. You're dealing with professional people. You get to a point that you have a circle, Lee, and that circle is solid. George already did time. He ain't scared of doing time.
No.
I already did time. I ain't scared of doing
for
time.
For 800,000, I'll do 3
You
years.
know what? If me and you can move 4 fucking kilos a week.
Nope.
Listen, but just hear me out.
I'm hearing you out, dude, but it's terrifying.
It doesn't matter what you want, Lee.
Yeah, your money will buy you freedom in there, too.
What I'm talking to you about is this family. So the family started selling blow. But I mean, they got so greedy and they were so white and so inexperienced that they started selling ounces. But if you wanted a half gram, call the house.
Oh, stupid.
But bro, in the meantime, they bought 4 new trucks. Everybody had motorcycles. They had money buried in the yard. Okay, finally, they got raided. I never forget reading about this in the paper, and it was like a fucking. They ended up buying 8 cars and trucks.
Yeah,
and guns.
flossing too hard.
Plus,
what does that mean?
They just showed. They showed their money.
Flossing too hard.
Lee, you keep that Volkswagen. And if it gets dented, you give the guy 200, not to say nothing.
Yeah.
You keep the dent on it. Because nobody thinks you're a coke dealer when you pull up with a dent in your fucking
Straight
car.
up.
Do you understand me? Now, you show up with a Maserati, and your wife gets out with a new hairdo and a ring on her finger, you're a dead man.
Yeah.
It's just take a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
The math does not add up.
Yeah, like in Goodfellas, when that guy showed up with the pink Cadillac and the mink.
Yeah, and they throw him out of the fucking bar. We don't want to know nothing about that shit. That's your stupid world. But here's what the funny thing. This dude, who are we talking about?
We're talking about this family that were
The
gardeners.
Markleys. Okay,
yes.
So now the DA got involved, bro. These people were selling big numbers. When they went in that house, they found cash. And they found more cash, and they found more cash, and they found more cash. So the DA was involved. This is how fucked up the government is. Just so people think about things that we're not making. You find that a lot when you get locked up.
Straight
you
up.
Especially when you go to a federal place for a few weeks, you find out the trickery of the government.
Yeah.
So what these guys did was, in their investigation, guess what they found out, George?
What?
The father was fucking the daughter-in-law.
No way.
Pictures of him 69 and with us.
And how old was she?
28.
Oh my
And he was
God.
50. And fucking, they had this affair for 2 years.
Well, she was probably making $400,000 a year.
No, listen to me, bro. They were making money as a family. They were living like they didn't even know how to add 4 plus 4. That's like a point, George. The point was they started fucking.
Yeah.
So now the feds went in there and said, "Can we show you something?" And they showed the son.
Showed the wife?
No, they showed the son.
Oh.
It's like, you're my
brother.
Son. No. I'm your father, and I'm fucking your wife when you're at work.
Damn.
So it's my landscaping company. You and 10 Mexicans. You're white. You got 10 Mexicans. You're making tons of money out there. While you're out there mowing lawns.
I'm fucking your wife. You're fucking my wife.
Fucking your wife.
Wow.
She's got kids While they're at daycare, she comes back from yoga, you give her dick, that 55-year-old dick. So now the feds went back in there and showed the pictures to the son and said, what do you want to do? Dog.
You want to snitch?
You want to snitch? So the son ratted, flipped.
Oh my
so I lost him in county jail. I caught back up with them at diagnostic. It's hysterical what happens. Like, I still remember vividly that story, but I also remember another fucking story. I saw a guy in there that was nice to me in county, and I was nice to him. We never talked. Like, there's people you talk to.
Yeah, just out of respect.
Okay, so I make bail. 5 days before Christmas. I get out, I get a job. I work for a few days. I get fired. I'm cracked. They're looking at me 9 years. I start shoplifting. I make up my mind, listen, if I'm going to go to fucking prison, I'm going to steal with 3 hands. Till I go to prison because I got to get money or fucking anything. You got a pound of coke? Yeah. Now I'm only dealing with people I know.
Flipping it.
I knew exactly who to sell Tim Bold. I knew who wouldn't turn on me. So now I went to work. That January of 88, I knew, listen, I might go to prison. I might have a year.
Yeah, there's a chance.
I was trying to get a hitman to kill the victim in Arizona.
Watch
By the way, people, I did call Ken Vella on November 18th and apologized to him for kidnapping him 30 years ago that day.
Damn.
And he never called me back. So this is what I got, you know what I'm saying?
Dog, now that I've become a comedian, I've been getting hit up by people I used to sell coke and weed to, like back in the early 90s. And they're like, damn, dog, you were always funny when you sold us weed and coke too. And I was just like, I can't fucking believe the world I used to be in. Like, when you sell coke and weed, your customers are fucking very sketchy and weird. Like,
really? Like, I was going to ask, if you're just a pot dealer or a weed dealer, it seems to be like it'd be like the best job ever if you had it down to the people you trusted.
Yeah,
like that seems like a very low stress job.
Like, look, Lee. At the end of the day, any real motherfucking druggie is gonna rob you for $50. Like, you have to be very trust who you're gonna go after.
But you'd rather sell weed than crack, right?
Yeah, but coke is way more. People are coming way faster to buy it from you at night. So when you sell if you sell an ounce of weed, that shit's gonna be with that guy for a week. If you sell an ounce of coke and this fool's having a party, he'll be there in the morning.
But Lee, I also want you to remember there's 1,000 different situations.
Okay.
Lee Sayak gets a job at, give me a chain, darling. A chain, Red Robin.
Gotcha.
You get a job as a bartender there. You got 15 fucking kids from 21 to 24, and all they talk about is going out and doing drugs. You're best friends with this fucking Jamoke over here. His cousins are the cartel. They got kilos on detail. What are you laughing about?
His cousin's a cartel.
You make $8.50 an hour and you pull down $50 a night in tips, and you got a girlfriend, you're trying to play Joey Bananas, and you got to fucking pay scholar. You got a car payment to Volkswagen, and you got to pay fucking student loans. You go to your friend George and you go, George, all these people talk about cocaine. Can you teach me anything about it? I've never done it before. Those are the people that make money. Guys like you that take 14 grams, throw 3 grams of cut on it. George weighs it up for you, gives you 17. Every package has a rock. And at the end of the week, you're going to be selling 2. You're going to see George twice a week. Guy like you makes money. Are you scared? Are you ever scared? No, because you sell it at the bar. Now, do you sell it to customers? Are you one of those assholes? You don't know nothing. You have it hidden somewhere that nobody can find it. The cameras aren't on you. Maybe somebody drops it off at a certain time and you distribute it. You see what type of night it is. If George asks you, if Joey asks you, if Pete asks you. So that's one way of selling coke.
Do you bring it home with you or do you leave it in that spot?
You leave it in that spot.
But then
you're a professional.
Aren't you terrified all night when you're home thinking, what about that spot?
No.
People know, man.
Your girlfriend. Paul is home right now. She knows what you do. You're both doing it because you want to do a getaway. Paula had a cousin who did it, so it ain't that bad. It ain't like you're selling her on it. So now every night you call Paula about 11 and go, bring 6 packages over here. Bring 8 just in case. Paula shows up, gives you 8 packages, you get the money. Once they're sold, you go back to George, and nobody knows nothing. I know people who have done that for 20 years and not one time gotten in trouble.
No.
Not one time, okay? Then I know people who are savages, who go to a bar to drink, and they become such great friends with the bartender that whenever somebody comes to the bartender, the guy came in a couple times, he knows him, he's friends with Tommy, he grew up with him, that's Mikey's little brother.
That's how it happens.
He sends you over. That's the worst way.
Yeah.
But you're going to make $1,000 a night.
Oh, my God.
But you're out there. You're risking everything. Now you're coming home. You're bringing bitches home with you. They start talking. You take the other thing out. You start talking